All right, here we are. 14 tiers down, some 93% complete. Just one more tier to go for 100% completion, which will pay out the remaining 2,000 victory points, 15 gold, and 100,000 motorsport dollars. All right, let's do it. Elimination, head-to-head, cup. We'll start with elimination at Silverstone. And the Bridge Grand Prix layout. Since Motorsport series this car's featured in is 2009 season, it's appropriate, right, to run on the track layout that was accurate for the time. All right, not that you cannot run old cars in new circuit layouts. But here we go. Should be a pretty straightforward run here. And since this is an elimination, it's gonna pay out, what, about 11,000 motorsport dollars? That's fairly standard, right? So I think generally, by amount of time it takes, the payout is a little less than what we would get per lap if we were to run like a head-to-head or really any single lap event, right? Hunter or even Cup, per lap, right? The endurance just doesn't pay quite as much. Also, it depends on the car, but most cars, because most cars, for the amount of time allotted for a completion of an elimination, you usually can't complete a full lap. So your payout is at least gonna be a full lap's payout, but generally we run fairly a good amount longer than just a single lap, since what is it, like for 7-car elimination, that's like 2 minutes 20 seconds. Yeah, most cars, especially motorsport season cars or motorsport series cars, can run significantly quicker, even when you're like lollygagging like I do here. Just taking my time. Still got 20 seconds. Well, 15 seconds at this point. But yeah, I'm relatively deep into the lap 2. So even after I turn around, yeah, 1,300 fame points, and yeah, 11,800 motorsport dollars. It is what it is. And I could have run this series right after I ran tier 14, but life events, we got other things to take care of, so not in a rush. Besides, this way I get to get my car serviced before I complete the event. Anyway, what is that? Gold trophy number 43 done. So that is 95% complete. Next, head-to-head at Spa. So single lap. This should pay out, I want to say Spa pays about 13,000 motorsport dollars and change for a lap. So decent length circuit, and payout is definitely reflecting that. And it's a fun circuit, right? This, along with Mount Panorama, features some elevation, which makes it quite a bit more entertaining to race at. and just picturesque, you know. So here we go. And I haven't been able to take this car flat out through Eau Rouge here. And yeah, still not going to be able to. And at least I didn't completely skid out. So that's a win. As I am able to at least carry majority, a big chunk of the speed, momentum that I gained from downhill. All right. And Brussels. Yep. I mean, it's a motorsport season featured car, right? So the handling is very good, as any race car should be, right? So there we go. Nice. And their bots are quite well trained, because I was thinking that I may run some of this series while the car was in critical condition, but as it turns out, that was kept to a minimum. We got 24 hours of instant service with this series, so that's always nice. You know, we get to run the series with a little bit more relaxed pace, which I appreciate. Anyway, couple of minutes for that lap. Yep, 13,050 motorsport dollars for that lap. So it brings the today's tally up to 24,000 and change. And yeah, a big lead. I figured at this point I got no more endurance runs to win, so no more bot training necessary. So that is good enough for 97% complete. So just one final cup remains here. And that is going to be at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. And PR requirement, of course, 72.2. Same as the last time we ran through the limited series a couple of years ago. Different setup race, right? Different circuits, but PR requirement is more or less identical. I mean, final one is identical. I think 50% completion PR requirement was just a little off, but you know, that's kind of a moot point because as it is the case oftentimes, you know, if you're running through the series, chances are you're running to complete the series to win the car, because any partial rewards is never quite worth as much. So anyway, I think it's at a 4-lap cup at Mount Panorama, so that should pay out close to 50,000 motorsport dollars. So once again, decent earning. Yep. And here we go, starting from the end of the grid in 22nd place. And I would say, in terms of handling, as I said, all the motorsport, you know, cars handle pretty reasonably well. With that being said, this car emphasis is a little bit more on the speed side of things than the grip. I mean, it still grips plenty, but yeah, if you have to balance it out, you know, the fact that this car cannot take Eau Rouge flat out, you know, saying something. Anyway, will take the early lead. But obviously, through the Skyway, we're able to go flat out. So it's not definitely lacking in grip. It's just in terms of compared to other motorsport category cars. There's some really grippy ones. Yeah. So anywho, let's see what kind of top speed we can hit. Since this is the fastest sector of the circuit, 314. Probably could have pushed it a little bit harder, but don't want to start the first lap of the race ending up in the kitty litter. Alright, minute 46 in the starting lap. So hopefully I can bring it under minute 40 for the following 3 laps. And then in order to do that, let's see, I gotta hit each sector checkpoint at what, about 33 seconds? Is that right? Yeah. 140, like 140, so 100 seconds or so. So 36, little slower than what I need to hit. But let's see how we fare on checkpoint number 2. And yeah, checkpoint timing is generally a good way to see, when you're working on improving your lap time. It tells you which sector you're weak in. Anyway, minute 10. So we're, I suppose, back on track to try to hit this under minute 40. Let's see if it's gonna happen. 31, 2, 3. Oh, it's gonna be close, isn't it? Oh, just under. Right on. So final sector is definitely the fastest sector. I made a little bit of mistake in first sector, so if I can clean up the first sector, then we should be able to improve the time. So not skidding here is a good idea, good start. And we just need to do clean lap rest of the way, right? 34 seconds, so it's already improved. So sector 2, I think I hit it like 110. So let's see if we can get it under 110 for... nope, that ain't happening now. Losing focus. Come on. Get back on it. Alright. It's gonna be like 11. Yeah, lost a couple of seconds. That's what that tells you. Such a uncalled for mistake too, right? It's an obvious spot. And then because I'm trying to push a bit harder in the final sector, another mistake. Oh, that's gonna cause my final lap to come slower as well. Since I'm starting with the lower speed, thanks to skidding into that final corner. So yeah, alright, let's see. 34 seconds for sector 1, could we beat it? Alright, a little bit better here. At least it felt better. We'll see if it's reflected in... Nope, not so much. 35. Just over. But Not as good. Alright, well, I guess lap 2 is going to be the best one then. Alright, let's not make the same mistake here. There we go. That's an easy corner. Really. There's no reason to make skid out in that corner. Alright. That was pretty promising run through Forest Elbow. And minute 8. Perhaps there is hope for this final lap to be the best lap. Let's find out. So, traffic, which can, of course, affect your line, so not as efficient of a run. Did I cut that final corner? I may have just a tiny bit, but I don't think not enough to really affect the time that much. But I think that last lap was the best lap, even though start wasn't exactly the best. Alright, so payout is 44,000. I guess that's not quite 50k. I was thinking Mount Panorama, pretty decent length circuit, so anticipating a little bit higher payout, but guess not. And yeah, minute 38, that's the last lap. And that does put the car in critical condition. 4 laps around Mount Panorama plus a couple of full lap events, right, in this final tier. But that's good enough for the series completion here. So time to collect our grand prize of 2,000 victory points, 15 gold, and 100,000 motorsport dollars, which of course is 10 gold less than the last time we ran through this series. But I want to say like 100,000 more in motorsport dollar price, right? And of course victory points the same. And so yeah, let's collect those 2,000 victory points, which pushes us past the next round hub reward stage, I guess. And the motorsport dollar bonus of 100,000, which of course these rewards are not capped off by the daily limit or your career limit. So even if you maxed out for the day, this will still be added to your bank account, basically. So there we go, 100% complete. And just to recap, the final upgrade you need, I mean, my car is fully upgraded, but if you are running this series for the first time, basically you need to have 5 upgrades across the board except for brakes, which you're gonna need 6, and the total cost is gonna be some 289 gold and 1.2 million motorsport dollars or so, plus change, right? So, and yeah, let's see. Yeah, the first day you can complete first 7 tiers. That's gonna essentially max out your 250,000 motorsport dollar cap. But if you're not too concerned about how much motorsport dollar you earn through the series, obviously you get first, once you start the event, you get 24 hours, so you can just run straight through. But, you know, I don't want my effort to go to waste, so I just divided up into kind of a 3-day run. So day 1, you can get complete the 7 tiers. And day 2, of course, the races get longer, so I was able to get from tier 8 through tier 12, at least the cup race in tier 12, and the final remainder of the series done on the, I mean, you can get it done on day 3, although I took another day to do it, since, you know, at that point, 24-hour service is done. It's expired, so it doesn't really matter, as long as you complete it before the series expires. But anyway, there you have it. So thanks for tagging along for the ride, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.